Hey, what's up guys? We begin with the Spider-Goblin. Having just plunged the notorious spear into Norman during a heated chase, the Green Goblin has found a new home, declares the Spider-Goblin with a sinister smile. Get out, leave Peter alone, Norman retorts, finally regaining his sense now that the Goblin's influence has shifted to Peter. The Spider-Goblin reminds Norman that he has transferred all of his assets to Peter Parker. Now Peter owns it all, and now the Goblin is Spider-Man, he claims proudly. Meanwhile, Oscorp, Kamala, and the other heroes attempt to pinpoint the Goblin's location, but their efforts prove risky. Kraven stands in their way, eager to see if Spider-Man truly embodies the monster his father described. We return to the Spider-Goblin, who exclaims that Peter's heart is so remarkably pure that he craves it even more. As Norman listens, he notices the spear lying on the ground and sees it. He thrusts it towards the Spider-Goblin. In that moment, Peter Parker reverts to his human form, though not for long, as the Goblin's essence is still battling for control within him. In a fierce struggle, he seizes the spear and hurls the Goblin spirit back at Norman, causing Norman to morph back into the Goblin. "I want you, Peter," he bellows. Launching into an attack with a brutal headbutt, the Goblin spirit transfers back into Peter, transforming him once again into the Spider-Goblin. Yes, this back and forth is indeed confusing, a narrative tangle that leaves readers confused, including myself, guys. Just then, Norman strikes Peter again with the spear. Peter collapses beside the living brain, who advises him to accept the sins he's accumulated. As Peter grapples with his confusions, like that of the readers, they prepare for another showdown. And this time, Peter chooses to embrace his sins. "You're not going anywhere. We are going to finish this," he states. Suddenly, Norman drops the living brain's mask into Peter's head. In this moment, Peter finds himself entangled within his own soul, battling the Goblin spirit. "You want it? Then you're gonna have to take it." Outside, Norman tells the living brain that he's killing Peter, but the living brain insists this is the only path forward. The pressing question remains, who is Spider-Man? Peter must wrestle with himself to discover the answer. As flashes of Spider-Man's past weave a vivid tapestry, Peter confronts his imperfections. He is, first and foremost, Peter Parker. He never backs down. Empowered by this realization, he began to dismantle the Goblin from the inside out. The Goblin spirit dissipates, signifying the end of the turmoil. Both Peter and Norman return to their original selves. Back above, we see Kamala having dealt with Kraven, while Spider-Man and Norman look at each other coming back from down there, saying that it's over. Norman offers Peter a job, but Peter decides it's time to move on. "I hope that one day we can be friends," Norman expresses, to which Spider-Man replies, "Crazier things have happened." And there is the issue. There lies the problem. This issue feels entirely predictable. I can't wait for a change in writers. Seriously, Marvel should take a cue from Ultimate Spider-Man, which epitomized the Spider-Man model that should be simulated for the Amazing Spider-Man. It's not rocket science. Well folks, I'm not going to linger and rant on this, so if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like. Until next time, peace out.